Amen. Ba, ba, ba. Talk real quick. Blano.
Yo, yo.
All right,
Mike,
we're good.
Mic check.
Hello,
That's
hello.
cool.
1 2 1 2. Bada boom, bada bang. Trump erupts on Zelenskyy. We're live. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Appreciate everybody tuning into the LP show tonight. It's Friday. We got Blano on the bottom, Drew to my left. Yeah. We got it's gonna be a good one. Drew,
yeah, what's up?
What are you pulling up
man,
over
you
there,
put me
man?
on spot. What do you mean? What am I pulling on? I was just gonna ask how you were doing on this Friday night.
How are you?
Jesus.
Friday evening.
I'm doing all right, man.
All right,
Pushing
He's
through.
trying to speed along, huh? Yeah,
We are prevailing.
prevailing.
The darkest will not win.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, right on. I hear you.
Hey,
Blaine?
man, these are trying times, brother. You know what I mean?
These are trying times. I can attest to that. No, I'm
You
good.
guys haven't got your stimulus checks yet. I got you.
What stimulus check?
Have you? Shit.
Yeah. Hey,
If you have shit, I'm about to come pull up.
No, I haven't got anything yet. Unfortunately, they're working on it.
I truly don't think that's gonna happen, though.
I mean, I think it should. I think it should. You know what? I actually just talked to my I just talked to my dad about it tonight, actually. Before we went live, I was talking to him and just seeing what he thought about the whole Trump and Zelenskyy thing. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, he sees it. I mean, he fucks with Trump, and he's a businessman himself, but he sees it how it is, man. He's like, look, everybody thinks that Trump's being mean to the guy, but he's just telling him what it is. He's like saying, and you guys will see in the video though. I'll save it for the video. It really is. You're kind of it's shocking. You know what I mean? It's crazy. We have motherfucking Denzel's in here.
Motherfucking Denzel's
Hey.
Hey.
But yeah, so it's a funny video though, bro. It's a funny ass video. Drew seen a clip of it earlier, and Drew was like, "Man, it's like he's talking to his son."
Dude, talking to his fucking son.
That shit was fried, bro.
It's literally like he just got in trouble from the principal or something. That's what it seemed like. But here, we'll
pull it up.
We need to cue it up.
Yeah, we can.
Will our viewers be able to watch it with us?
Yep. Alrighty. Let's see. Hold on, let me click this. Bop, bop, bop. Hold on, you just closed it.
No, we're good. Hold on.
Good.
We're good.
Sorry, guys. We got a technologically deficient individual here. I'm looking at you.
That whole sentence just sounded so fucked up.
Whoa, yeah.
Wait
a minute.
It's like technology.
I'm making sure we don't hear none of these ads or anything here.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
You don't have ad block on your computer?
Listen, bro. No, I don't. I'm sorry.
It's literally an extension. You just download an extension.
That computer's old as hell, bro.
Yeah.
Is it?
It is old.
It's older than shit.
He actually bought that from me. He bought that from me.
How much did I buy it from you for?
What was it? $120?
$100 or something like that?
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah. Something like 100.
that.
Like 100. Oh, it's
I mean, it's.
Hold on, I might
Is that coming?
I might have to. Yeah, I can hear myself. I don't know. Maybe it's just. Blano, can you hear yourself when you're talking?
Yeah.
Why is it echoing, Drew?
Because he's got Discord pulled up.
What do you mean? He has to have Discord.
Hold on. No, hold on.
You can just click the
Dude.
What's going on?
No, because I've done this before.
I know. I remember it echoed it before.
Hold on.
See. Yeah, I remember it echoed before, but then you fixed it somehow. Drew, while he does that, Blano.
Yeah, you guys focus on something else.
How was your week, man? Tell the
My
people.
week,
Tell the people
man.
about what happened yesterday, man.
Oh man. So all right. So you guys know I'm a letter carrier for the Postal Service, right? You know,
Out there in Indianapolis.
out there in Indianapolis, delivering
out.
to the. It's not the
The
some
better
of the
side of
routes-
town.
It's not it's not the better side of town. Some of the routes are a little.
Where at
little rough.
again? Where at?
I'm out at the 46201 zip code.
He's out there off
Oh.
of 10th and Rule, my guy.
It's
Okay.
Hampton Rule, Anyways, I was delivering off somebody's route yesterday. For those who don't know, I'm not a regular. I don't have my own route. I just substitute in and help out where I can. But I was out delivering a route, and was walking up to a house, putting some letters in a mailbox, and some dog came barreling out the screen door and bit me right on the thigh.
No way, dude.
Naturally, I started screaming and cussing, trying to pull my mace out, but can't pull the mace out because the dog's blocking
Already
the satchel.
on you. Yeah.
It's already on me at this point, so I'm like backing up, screaming, trying to swipe at it, and it was a border collie, right? So it was
Wow.
like trying to herd me away from the house, which that's what that dog does, right? That's just doing it. It keeps biting my thigh. So eventually, I was like, I back up, I'm screaming, and then who I thought was the owner got out. But it wasn't the owner. It was some dude dog sitting. He's like, "It's not my dog. I'm sorry. I'm sorry." And this dog's still biting me as he's telling me sorry. I'm like,
crazy.
"Get your fucking dog off me!"
Yeah, for real. Could you?
That's nuts.
I don't need your
You
sorry.
didn't-
I don't need your sorry. I need you to get this dog off me.
Yes. Yeah, I am fucking. Hold on, where you weren't bleeding or anything, right?
No, like
You know,
I had some.
It really does
No.
surprise me, though, a border collie. You remember Mac, Drew?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Mac was a border collie Sheltie mix, and he was never super aggressive towards.
Never.
They're not very
Pop
aggressive
Tart.
dogs. But at the same time, they are hoarding dogs. Because when he was a puppy, dude, he used to bite my ankles because he would try to
Yeah.
hurt. He would herd me,
Herd
my
you,
brother,
yeah.
and my sister. Yeah, he'd bite our ankles.
Ankle biters, bro.
Man, but that's what they're bred for. They're not bred to like hurt you. They want to get like sheep and stuff,
Just like trying
to
to
where they
keep them
need to
together,
go.
group them.
Yeah.
It's not echoing anymore, Drew. So, bravo.
All right, good. Thank you.
Bravo, we did it. We're there.
We're there.
Full
All right.
screen it.
Yeah, yeah.
On
Thank you, Blaine. All right, we'll do that. All right.
Can you hear it, Blino?
Yeah.
Let me check the.
We've been working very
Denzel, can you hear it?
We've actually known each other for a long time. We've been
Turn it up a little
dealing
bit,
with
Drew.
each other for a long time and very well.
Roger, Dodger.
We had little negotiations spat
All right, we're good now. We're in the yellow.
for both countries. I think for the world, actually, beyond both countries.
Zelenskyy with his
Is a very
high school sweater.
Yeah.
and we look forward to getting in. And
Always got a sweater on.
digging and working,
It's weird.
getting some of the rare earth. But it means we're going to be inside, and it's a big commitment from the United States, and we appreciate working with you very much. And
This
we
goes
will continue
sour,
to
it really
do that.
does.
We have had some very good discussions
How
with Russia. I spoke with.
soon into the meeting does it go sour?
We're going to try and bring this to a close.
I have
It's
not
something
seen
that you
this
want and that
full,
he wants.
so I've only seen
We'll
clips, so I don't
negotiate a
know
deal.
for sure.
Oh,
But we've
God,
started
okay.
the confines of a deal, and I think
Look at him, bro.
something can happen. The big thing is the number of
Zelensky looks like he's on drugs.
soldiers, mostly at this point, but soldiers.
You think so? What
Look
drugs,
at him.
though?
Thousands of
What do you
soldiers
mean?
On both sides, we're losing a lot of.
Somebody
soldiers,
ask
and
him, actually. I don't
we
know,
wanna see it
honestly.
stop,
But maybe a downer.
and we want to see the money
A
get
down-
put to
Yeah.
different kinds of use, like rebuilding.
He does look like. I mean, like I said, he looks
And
very. He doesn't look like a president.
But
No.
we've had a lot
he's-
of very good conversations.
Doesn't look like
We'll say until
like
we
he'd
get
work on Wall Street, or he's like some tech startup company.
whatsoever. They didn't speak to anybody. They just allowed.
Got a crisp hairline, though.
Yeah, he
so-
does.
does.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's
fresh
like
hair.
this, yeah.
That's a fresh
Hey,
haircut.
wait a minute. Yeah. Who does that? See, I got meeting President Trump.
My guy Lloyd out
Gotta-
in Indy used to do a good job. He used to do my shit like that. Back when I had all my hair.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say, wait a minute.
Soldiers have been unbelievably brave. We've given them great equipment, but somebody has to use the equipment. They've been unbelievably brave, and we give them great credit. This was supposed to
guy.
be over very quickly, and here we are 3
Look at him.
years
He's
later.
falling asleep.
So I give tremendous credit to your generals and your soldiers.
Denzel
and
said he can
yourself
hear,
in
so
the
that's
sense
good.
That,
Right on, Denzel.
it's been very hard.
About 5 minutes.
My man Denzel.
And You have to be very
Appreciate
proud of
it, buddy.
that from that
I'm very
standpoint.
proud.
But now we want to get it over.
Hey, who's translating for Zelensky? Can he understand English?
I don't know. I think so.
It's an honor to have
Tell
you.
Trump he needs to hold on.
Look
a
at
minute.
Mark Rubio. Look at
Translators like, what?
Agreement
Rubio up there, man.
Yeah, dude, he's been everywhere. Like I
know, you
said,
did
dude.
say
He's
that.
probably tired.
right after lunch.
He's, I need to go
We'll
home.
be having lunch together.
lags,
We'll also
Drew. That's what
discussing
Denzel
some
said.
other things.
Oh,
Fair enough then. No,
Appreciate
it's not
being
lagging.
here.
It's the stream.
Somewhat of an exciting moment.
Oh,
Really
So when we say
Yeah,
this,
the
he's gonna
stream
see
is
it
probably
30
behind.
seconds later.
when they stop the show,
Yeah.
we end up with
It's all good,
the
Denzel.
deal.
Much
And
love.
I think we're fairly close to getting there.
My guy.
An honor.
Thank you,
to
brother.
have you. And please, would you like to say something?
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you for invitation. And really, I hope that this
This is what this motherfucker sounds like?
will be a first step to real security guarantees for Ukraine, our people, our children. I really count.
He sounds like he has one of those
we count that
missing his throat
Heart
box.
things.
stops the
You know what I'm
people.
saying?
RF,
Yeah.
like RFK.
It's important to support and to continue. I want to discuss it with details further during our conversation, and of course the infrastructure or security guarantees. Because for today, I understand what Europe is ready to do, and of course I want to discuss with you what United States will be ready to do. And I really count on
Nothing.
you.
motherfucker.
That's
He
a
ain't
thing.
doing
Why are you
shit.
speaking on us, bro? What the
Yeah.
heck?
And you said that enough with the war. I think that is very important, Ben, to say these wars to Putin at the very beginning. At the very
Is the war still going on?
he's a killer.
Technically,
But I,
yeah.
They're on like the verge of getting it stopped.
Yeah, Trump is trying to get them
That's
to
what all
fucking,
this is
you know,
about.
Yeah.
to save our country, our values, our freedom, and democracy.
Mark Rubio damn near looking like a killer right there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Bro, he's tired, bro. He needs to go home. I've been to South
And
America,
of course,
dealing with cokeheads,
You know, we spoke about
Fucking
phone with you about
coming to Ukraine.
production. We have very good trans production. I think
Is
the
that
best
Donald Trump Jr.?
for
No,
the
that's
because of the war.
No, it's not.
Hagstead.
Okay.
And of course, we.
Like, wait a minute, what's he doing in there?
Air defense. You have the best air defense in the world, and really, you helped us under attacks of Russians. And I want to speak how we can use the licenses. We're open to.
This
share
was
the
today,
licenses
too,
of
this
all our
morning.
drones with you, of course, with the United
Was it?
States, and
Yeah.
we need licenses for quick production.
If you look up there at the top left, February 28th.
Our nation
Oh, yeah.
to be calm, that we are secure. So that's why we need this air shield. And of course,
Air shield.
about
Yeah,
this,
what do you-
I want to speak about the contingents. I think that.
What do you want from me?
And UK already spoke to you, and we know that Europe is ready, but without the United States, they will not be ready.
That's.
Yes, we need.
I'm sorry, but that sucks.
Yeah, listen, bro. They go in on them. They really
About
do.
exchange, about our people and children. And you know that these crazy Russians, that they stolen 20,000
Crazy Russians.
Ukrainian children. They changed their names. They changed their families.
I mean, that's fucked up.
And now they're in Russia.
But-
We want to bring them back. And really, it's a big, big dream, task, and goal.
Why
for
Trump
me.
looking at him like that?
Okay.
By the way,
Alright.
Christopher, we exchanged, we just released more than 4,000.
I want him to be like Peter Parker, bro. Like, well, I missed the part where that's my problem.
Yeah.
more.
What the fuck? Sorry.
I wanted to share with you
Wait a minute.
some images. How it's just can I now?
Yeah, please,
Have I?
please.
Some minute, 1 minute. Just you to understand in what circumstances, in what situation they are, and what the attitude of Russia to our prisoners. That guys, just you before.
Oh, showing him fucking decapitated heads and shit.
See,
Oh, that person went to go throw up.
Now
They said, "Oh shit."
Shit.
guys,
Yeah.
ladies and men,
Well, I shouldn't be seeing this.
and that so they don't eat, they beat them, and they.
Oh no, what?
They do a lot of bad things. So out of even during the war there are rules. Everybody knows.
The Geneva Convention, right?
Guys, they don't have any rules.
Understood
50,
things.
60 kilograms,
Usually, you know.
and a lot of such things. And I didn't want to show you what the changes with images of children, because I will share with you. And, I mean, it's looking tragic.
Yep, that's tough stuff.
Yeah, I wanted very much to give you, and here you see it.
Yeah.
This is pastor, by the way. They stolen pastors because it's not Russian church. They stolen pastors and moved pastors to the prison. We, at the end of last year, we brought 3 pastors, and we could exchange them. And this is pastor.
Is he saying this is a pastor? Like pastor?
Impasta or like
Yeah.
pasta?
Show you. And,
I don't know what
The
he's saying.
So
impastas.
thank you very much.
We want to get that entered, right?
Yeah, of course. We
And I
will.
think we will. I think we will. And
We have to, of course.
do you have any questions, please?
Mr.
They,
President,
they actually.
Hey,
Mr. President,
Thank you, Mr. President. With the, how much money is the U.S. going to put into the fund?
There it is.
Being created today, and how does this provide long-term security for Ukraine?
Well, we don't know exactly how much because we're going to be putting some money in a fund that we're going to get from the raw earth.
You see,
that we're gonna
old boy
be
over there. It's like,
taking,
yeah, give me that money.
Sharing
Yeah,
some of the revenue.
Zelensky.
Yeah.
Yep.
Money will be
Getting a little bit.
from the sale and from the use of raw earth. And as you know, our country doesn't have much raw earth. We have a lot of oil.
So raw. Okay, that's what they mean by oil, crude oil, and okay.
And what we do have is protected by the environmentalists.
Or Canada does.
Unprotected, but still.
51st state.
Much.
Straight
They
up.
have
Canada.
that-
Just saying.
among the best in the world in terms of raw earth. So we're going to be using that, using it for all of the things we do, including AI and including weapons and the military, and it's really going to very much satisfy our needs. So something that just worked out really well. We have a lot of oil, we have a lot of gas, we have a lot, but we don't have raw earth. So
That's
this
what-
Oh,
is,
so it's not.
Yeah, that's what this
Well,
Greg Thomason just commented. Said raw earth materials and metals, not oil.
Okay.
It's in great shape.
Okay.
So not the oil, but he's talking about. The,
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna have. great-
Appreciate
I think
that,
once we
Greg.
make the agreement, that's gonna
Yes.
be 95% of it. They're not gonna go back to fighting. I've spoken with President Putin, and I feel very strong. I've known him for a long time, and I feel very strongly that they're very serious about it, and we'll make a deal. And when the deal is,
What I say, you guys, mid-March, peace is coming.
You did call it. You did.
Said it months ago. Soon as Trump gets in there,
I don't worry about security right now.
making
We have to
deals.
have a deal, because right
Yeah,
now,
making
last week,
deals.
2,000 soldiers died on both sides. 2,000, and they're losing 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 a week. So as we sit here and we talk, people are getting shot and dying on the battlefield. And, you know, they're not American soldiers, but they're Russian soldiers and they're Ukrainian soldiers, and we want to be able to stop it.
but
And we
Mr.
want to be able also to spend money on other things. We don't want to, this is a tremendous amount of money, and what the Biden administration.
I
did was
have a question.
terrible.
What's up?
1 second. Sorry,
you're
guys.
good. You're good.
Do you agree with? So I know in Russia, every I think 18 to 25-year-old has to spend an amount of time in the military. Do you think we
Well,
should adopt something like that, or
Korea does that too. There's
Korea
many
does
countries.
it?
I mean,
Israel.
I don't think that. I mean, at that point, it's not like a choice. Then you know what I mean. Unfortunately, but
Okay.
I think it's one of those things where it could definitely translate into something really good though, because the discipline. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
especially with the younger generation that's coming up, how lazy they are.
I agree. I wouldn't say have to be in the
Yeah.
military, but I think you should be at least trained how to maybe shoot a gun or basic, emergency services, how to treat a
Yeah.
wound, anything,
CPR.
stuff like CPR, of course,
Simple
yeah.
things. Yeah.
The problem with that though is now we're getting into like those emergency services that you're talking about, like EMS. A lot of that is privatized, right?
Yeah.
So
Well,
if the
I'm not
government
talking about
starts-
getting into death, but I'm talking about your typical first aid.
Just being able to.
Some people don't know how to
Basically,
put
just to boil
gauze
it
on a wound.
Yeah, about to say to boil it all down. Just making sure everybody knows the basics is what you're kind of saying.
Yeah,
Drew.
just the basics.
Yeah. No,
I know people out here
agree.
literally don't know how to put a Band-Aid on.
Yeah,
Honestly, I really do. The correct way.
that's crazy.
But anyways, okay, yeah.
That's a good
I
question
mean,
though.
so-
Yeah, if you have any more questions, yeah, definitely just pause it and.
Well, before you start, I think the reason why America won't do a mandated military time is because we have such a massive military already that there would be no reason for the military, for the federal government to enact that. We have too many branches and too many people in every branch. People that are inducted into the military in your other countries, Japan, I think Thailand does it, Korea, they get paid for that. right? They get paid those 2 years, however long their service is. But can you imagine if America mandated that for
Oh my
every
God.
able-bodied man and woman from 18 to 25?
Yeah, that'd be
Like,
crazy.
yeah, I mean, the logistics behind that is just overwhelming.
That's a good
I don't-
point,
I don't
Mono.
think-
That is a good point. Yeah, that is an excellent point. Yeah, that is. Never thought about it like that, but yeah, that is. Oof. All right. Good shit.
They were giving
Good
money,
shit.
but he had no security on the money. Europe, as you know, gave much less money, but they had security. It was in the form of a loan. They get their money back, and we didn't. And now
That's so
We did.
funny.
protected because the American taxpayer has to be protected too. But
I mean, he's right.
this is
We
an
don't
incredible agreement for Ukraine.
work for the government; they work for
We
us,
have a big
Supposed to,
investment
it's
in
supposed
the
to, at
country
least.
now, and
right?
what they have, very few people have. And we're able to really go forward with very, very high-tech things and many other things, including weaponry that we're going to use in many locations, but that we need for our country. This allows us to do
But
this.
Mr. President,
Will you continue
sorry.
sending military aid?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Bro, I'd be like, get off my shoulder, please. You're breathing on me.
One of the very important points, if we speak about business and investment, we never had LNG terminals in Ukraine. This document will open. I mean, the next document, but anyway, here we see in the framework, we see a really goodwill for this. LNG terminals for us is very important, and I think for security of European continent. We have the biggest storage, gas storage. We have the biggest in Europe. Yes,
Didn't know that.
I didn't either.
You use it for
That's true.
LNG. You use it for LNG, and we will do it. And really, we can help Europe because Europe really helped. President Trump said that they made less support, but they have our friends and they are our very supportive partners. They really gave a lot, Mr. President.
They
Yeah,
did.
really, they did.
They gave a lot, but they gave much less.
No,
Much less.
no,
No, nope.
no,
Don't argue.
no.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, please.
Mr. President Trump, you have repeatedly called the deal with Ukraine as a historical one. And as a President of the United States, you make historical decisions in other issues which affect America and other world. So what place in the world history do you want to take? And do you associate yourself with any famous historical figures?
Andrew Jackson.
What a
Actually,
question.
George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. I would say I'm far superior to George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. Now, you know I'm only kidding. Right? Because when I say that, the fake news is going to go wild.
Yeah, it's-
He considers
Yep.
himself to be
Drew
kind of
about went wild.
You never know.
No, I mean, I knew, but
Prepare myself.
come
I
on.
I'm here to do a job. We've had a great 35 days or whatever it might be, a month, a little more than a month.
That's crazy. Only
We've
35.
accomplished tremendous amounts.
More than
Now,
Biden,
this
bro,
would
for
be a
sure.
Very great achievement.
Yeah.
To get the war stopped.
I
and
ain't
get
done
them
shit.
back to normalization. I think that's going to happen.
Shut that phone off.
We've had
Yeah,
votes
who's-
on both sides, as you know, but
You're shot.
I
Yeah.
think we've done a very good job. Just
Fucking
generally.
gunshot.
And
Just
30
dead.
days, they say there's never
Dead.
been a
You're never, yeah, you're just never invited ever
first
again.
month. There's never been a first month like we've had. And this is one of the very important things. This, to me, is one of the most important things because we have tremendous death taking place as we speak. And I don't want to have that. You know, think of the parents, whether they're in Russia or Ukraine, think of the parents of all these people being killed needlessly.
They came to our territory.
Should have never started.
Did you hear him?
This would have-
They
if I
came to
were-
our territory.
Oh, I couldn't understand what the fuck he said. Came to our territory.
Like,
President Trump,
Will you
President Trump,
continue sending military aid?
This guy again. Get off my shoulder,
after
sir.
the U.S. signs this agreement?
How do you get a question again?
Question to
continuing?
President Zelenskyy. Do you feel like the U.S. is on your side? That President Trump is on your side at this moment?
What do you think?
He wants to know, do you think that, sort of a stupid question. guess we wouldn't be here if I wasn't.
I think that the United States on our side from the very beginning of occupation, and
Crazy how the reporters stir more
No,
shit up.
they straight
It's
stir.
insane.
Bro, wait, watch it keep going.
United States,
We got 16 people watching, so shout out to everybody. Appreciate everybody watching.
Yes.
Hit that subscribe button if you haven't.
Yeah,
already.
hit that like and subscribe, everybody. We appreciate you guys. We'll get back to the video
They
though.
came to our land. They began this war, and they have to stop. And I think this is the question, was really the most important question. Can President Trump, I hope yes, with some other allies, to stop Putin, withdraw these enemies, our enemy, withdraw these troops from our land? And I think that you asked about the history, I think that if President or when
Appreciate it.
he will stop Putin,
Janine Spratt,
Trump will
appreciate you.
bring peace to our country. I think he will be
Thank you.
on this wall. And thank
We've had very, very good talks.
Dude, Trump, Jesus. I love short to the point.
It's pretty funny. They stir it up. They really do.
Vladimir Putin. I just wanted to ask both of you. Firstly, are there compromises that you think that President Zelenskyy is going to have to make? And President Zelenskyy, is there anything that you think that you may be able to offer or bring to the table? For example, elections. Thank you.
I think you're going to have
Elections.
to always make compromises. You can't do any deals without compromises. So certainly he's going to have to make some compromises, but hopefully they won't be as big as some people think you're going to have to make. That's all. It's all we can do. I'm here as an arbitrator, as a mediator to a certain extent between two parties that have been very hostile. To put it mildly, they've been very hostile. There's been a vicious war. There's been a vicious
They get into
war.
it here soon.
You
Get
know,
ready.
it's a very level battlefield, and bullets go out, and as I've said many
Hold on, now we got a little lag going on here. There we
many
go.
times, the only thing stopping those bullets
Wait,
is
good?
We're
the
good.
human
We're
body.
good.
And in the case we're talking about, generally young human bodies are stopping a lot of bullets. It's dead level. That's why it's great farmland. It's great land. It's great farmland, but there's very little protection against the bullets that are being, and other things that are being shot. So all I can do is see if I can get everybody at the table and get an agreement. And I think we're going to end up with an agreement. Otherwise, I wouldn't probably be even here today.
Will President Putin have to make compromises?
Mr. President, I got two questions for you.
This guy. Whoa,
Well, listen to this guy.
The peacemaker,
Listen to
not
this guy.
the president that led this country into another war and ended foreign wars. And I've got a question.
I hope it will. I mean, I hope I'm going to be.
Listen to
remembered
his
as a
question to
peacemaker.
Zelensky.
This would be a great thing if we could do this. I'm doing this to save lives more than anything else. Second is to save a lot of money, but I consider that to be
Save a lot of money.
Save a lot of money.
Thank you, Brian, for that question. It was a nice question. I hope I'll be known and recognized as a peacemaker. This would be a great thing to solve. This is a very dangerous situation. You know, this could lead to a third world war. This was headed in the wrong direction. If this election were lost, if we didn't win this election, and by the way, we won it by a lot. That was a mandate. We won
Yeah, to
every
say
swing
that.
State. We won the popular.
Seen it live here on
On the LP show, you did, yes, sir.
The districts. You look at the area.
We covered that for like 4 hours.
Take a look at a map.
Yeah, it was rough. It wasn't rough, but it was long.
It
This
was.
is one of the things.
Your dad got on.
Yeah.
This thing settled. If we didn't win, I think this could have very well ended up in a third world war, and that would not have been a good situation. What was your second
And my
question?
second question for President
Listen.
Zelenskyy. Why don't you wear a suit?
Yeah, there you go.
Why don't you wear a suit? You're the highest level in this country's office, and you refuse to wear a suit. Just want to see if you do.
What's that about?
Yeah, problems.
A lot of Americans have problems with you not
Really?
respecting.
I don't have
the
such.
office.
I will wear a costume after this war will finish.
Oh, he called it a costume?
Yes.
I mean,
Bro, he's disrespectful,
Maybe
bro.
something
Listen.
worse, yes. Maybe something better. I don't know. We will see. Maybe something cheaper than yeah. Thank you.
President Trump has
it is though. I mean, if you think about it, where
know.
did suits come from? Like, why
I
is
have
that
no
like
idea.
the social?
Because it looks better. I mean, it looks better than.
Is that what it is?
I mean,
Is-
and I'm not saying anything about
Like,
any one of
ever
us,
since,
but look
like,
what we're wearing.
back then.
It looks more dapper. It looks more dapper. Think about it. When you're dressed up, you wear khakis, you wear a
What you
nice
mean, bro?
collar shirt. That always
but
is going to
with
look
a
blazer
better.
and a tie.
Just because. I mean, that's just the standard. Like, it's just what we've normalized, bro. It's just like why.
I know, but
like
I'm
why?
just
Why do
trying
some?
to think why?
Why
What's a tie for?
The tie, I think is over the top personally, but all I'm saying is Rubio looks like he's sleeping over there. So I don't know.
No, I know. Yeah, he's dead.
Look at him.
asleep.
He's pretty much sleeping over there. So
He slept.
this is gonna start getting interesting here soon. See, I haven't watched this whole thing, so it's kind of interesting to hear.
Okay, I'll play it.
But
It was just a good.
He's very he gets very disrespectful though. Zelenskyy does.
Fellas, I'll be honest. I don't have another 30 minutes though. I don't.
You're all right, man. If you need to jump out, you're good.
All right, cool.
Yeah, whenever you need to jump out, bro. It's no big deal.
Or just say when you're about to jump out, at least.
Got you.
Go ahead.
All right, we'll play this.
You said yesterday, thank you, President Trump. You said yesterday that you have.
Are you going to send more arms to Ukraine in case there's no peace?
Who is that? Who's that talking?
Yeah, we're going to have
a
arms
short
sent to
lady.
Ukraine. Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Hopefully I won't have to send very much because hopefully we're going to have it finished. We're looking forward to finishing this quickly. We're not looking forward to sending a lot of arms. We're looking forward to getting the war finished so we can do other things. But we very much appreciate the agreement because we needed what they had, and we're treating, our country is now treated fairly. Biden didn't do that. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. This should have never happened. This should have never started.
He didn't.
Sure, the answer is yes, but hopefully we won't have to send much because I'm looking forward to getting it done quickly, very quickly.
Does that mean you'll provide security guarantees, Mr. President?
I don't want to talk about security yet because I want to get the deal done. You fall into the same trap like everybody else. A million times you say it over and over. I want to get the deal done. Security is so easy. That's about 2% of the problem. I'm not worried about security. I'm worried about getting the deal done. The security is the easy part. Security is very nice. Everybody stops shooting. And now will Europe put people there? I know France is going to. I know the UK is going to. I know other countries are going to, and they happen to be right next door. We haven't committed, but we could conceivably. We have security in a different form. We'll have workers there digging, taking the raw earth so that we can create a lot of great product in this country. So in that sense, you have something, but we haven't determined that yet. I will say, in speaking to France and in speaking to, and they were here, as you know, last week and just the other day, they have committed to a lot of security. I don't think you're going to need much security. I think once this deal gets done, it's over. Russia's not going to want to go back, and nobody's going to want to go back.
President Zelenskyy is shaking his head.
When this deal ends, I really believe this deal is going to be over.
Excuse me.
Question? Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Mr. President, thank you.
Thank you.
President Macron and Keir Starmer at the White House this past week, both of whom praised your courage and conviction.
I guess they're just gonna ignore that.
Peace.
Yeah, they're straight ignoring it.
Russia in diplomatic relations, something that previous leaders lacked the conviction to do so. What gave you the moral courage and conviction to step forward and lead that?
Well, I love this guy. Who are you with?
One American News, sir.
Well, that's why I like him. One American News does a great job. I like the question. I think it's a very good question. It's a pathway to peace. It's a pathway to getting something solved. And I feel that as the head of this country, I have an obligation to do that. Plus, we're very much involved.
If you watch Zelenskyy, bro, he's always doing just like this and shit. He's shaking his head no, and I don't know, man.
And there shouldn't have been October 7th.
I don't
That would
know.
have never happened. As you know, Iran was broke.
I'm gonna do some research on him and see how he got
They were stone cold
into
broke.
his position. I'm curious. I'm dig.
I love the zoom in on Rubio.
Dude, he's
Make
not
sure
looking
he's
at him.
still
He's like,
alive.
oh my god, please, we're home now.
He's like, I need to go to sleep. He's parched.
Yeah.
What happened, and that's a real mess also.
And JD took some Adderall before this, so he's good.
Oh yeah, he's up. He's ready to go.
Appreciate your question very much.
Rubio's like, slip me one of those, bro. Come on.
Obligation to try and,
Got them 30s or
do
what?
something to stop the death.
I'm 30s.
If I can answer. Yes, if I can answer, sorry. Please.
And I do like your clothing, by the way.
Yeah, really?
Oh really? Oh.
I think he's a great guy, by the way. But I don't know if you two like each other, but you know what? I think
I like this guy. I don't know.
I think he's dressed beautiful.
I don't know.
I have I have more serious things than answer on such questions. I will answer on more serious questions if I can. Yeah, so please, about security guarantees and about just ceasefire. We can't just speak about ceasefire and speak and speak. It will not work. Just ceasefire will not never work because I'm like a president. I have this experience, and not only me. Ukraine before my presidency, from the 2014, Putin broken 25 times. 25 times.
This is when it starts getting testy.
His own signature. 25 times he broken ceasefire.
But he never broke to me. He never broke to me.
No, you were the president. You were the president during.
He never broke to me.
In 2016, you've been the president, Mr. President. You've been the president, but he had, of course, not with you, but he had during those periods, he had conversations with our side, and we had Normandy format, you know, the France, Germany, Ukraine, and Russia, and he broken 25 times.
That's on y'all.
Yep.
Accept just ceasefire. It will not work without security guarantees. Security guarantees, maybe President is right about this document and other, but this document is not enough. Strong army is enough. Because his soldiers afraid, Putin's soldiers afraid of our soldiers when we're strong enough. If we are not strong enough, if we are empty, if our storage is empty, we can't defend our land. Today, you know, it knows that we have all the world knows that we have meeting. Yes, why he's using ballistic? Putin today using ballistic on our hospitals, schools, and etc. Ballistic. So he knows that we are here and that President Trump is really have goodwill to stop this war. And you hear now the president. So why he's using? So he doesn't want to stop. He doesn't want. But I hope that we will do it. Really, we'll do it. Security. When we speak about security guarantees, when the Europeans are ready for contingents, they need USA backstop. If there will not be United States, we will not never have any contingents, strong contingents from the Europeans, because they don't want to divide alliance, connection between the United States as the main and strongest ally and Europeans. And this is crucial, this is important. That's what we want to speak about very much. This is very important. And air defense. So air defense, really, we have big deficit with all these systems, and we need to provide this. We need it very much. Otherwise, Putin will never stop.
He talks a lot, but doesn't really say much.
Think about this.
Yeah,
Can you pause it real quick?
You know?
Yeah, of course.
He's literally just asking. He's literally saying, look, we need this, we need this, we need this, we need this. But you don't have any of it yourself. So how can you negotiate anything? You can't negotiate anything when you have no bargaining chips.
Yeah.
So
asking for America's help, like they've always went
and like I said, my bad. I didn't know when this was going to start getting interesting, but this is when it really starts getting interesting because Trump even says something to him. He's like, "You guys don't hold any cards." You know what I mean? Yeah. But I mean, if you want to, you can try to skip ahead a little bit, like maybe a few minutes, maybe skip ahead 2-3 minutes. But this is when it starts getting juicy for sure.
And my thing, I will say, listen, I get his argument. I get why he's mad and why he, like, that's like having Canada try to move in on us and take some of our states, you know, just because they had some oil or something for the game. I get it, but we wouldn't go and ask for the help.
That's the difference, is we would defend it ourselves.
Yeah.
So we can, you'd stand on your own business. You know what I mean? Essentially, you know what I mean?
That's just what it is. That's the whole argument.
Right, Blender, you got to stand on business.
You got
to.
Got to. Where are we at here?
I don't know.
Position yourself in the middle between Russia and Ukraine, or on the Ukraine side.
I'm in the middle. I want to solve.
So there we go. This is a good.
I'm for both. I want to get it solved, and it's wonderful to speak badly about somebody else, but I want to get it solved. If we can solve it, great. If we can't solve it, they're going to have to fight it out, and who knows what's going to happen. But I want to see it get solved.
May I follow up? One more question about U.S. troops in Europe. After Russian invasion of Ukraine, your predecessor sent additional troops to Eastern Europe, including Poland, my country. Are you committed to keeping these troops on the eastern flank of NATO in the future?
I'm very committed to Poland. I think Poland has really stepped up and done a great job for NATO. They, as you know, they paid more than they had to. They are one of the finest groups of people I've ever known. I'm very committed to Poland.
What about Baltics?
Poland's in a tough neighborhood, you know.
What about the Baltics?
The Baltics, they got a lot of. It's a tough neighborhood too, but we're.
Yeah,
That's a tough
I don't know.
neighborhood.
We're gonna be sending people there. Yeah, why would we send there?
But NATO has to step up, and the Europeans have to step up more than they have. And I want to see them equalize because they are in for far less than we're in, and they should be at least equal. You understand that? Why is the United States? We have an ocean in between. Why is the United States in for so much more money and other things as Europe? With that being said, and as you said, they've also been obviously very helpful, but we have put in far more than they have, and I think they should equalize.
Mr. President,
Please, go ahead.
ask you about the agreement again today. What changed between the first time that Secretary Bessent gave President Zelenskyy the agreement and today for the signing?
We made a deal. So
What was the
I'm just,
deciding factor? Or was
I'm a business person. We made a deal. That's what changed.
A lot of those minerals.
I didn't think we were going to make a deal, and we ended up making the deal, so that changed.
You can skip forward a little bit if you want. Maybe do like another 2 minutes.
I don't know, but well, they don't like each other. I can tell.
These two sides will be at the
That should be good.
anyway will be at the negotiation table. Then of course United States, like the strongest partner of the Ukraine, and of course Europe. I think Europe is very important. I want to speak about it with
Fellas, I'm about to cut out of here.
All right, brother. We appreciate you, Blano.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Blano,
Yeah,
Blano's
yeah.
dropping off. We got 9 viewers, so we appreciate you, Blano. We're
Thanks
gonna
everybody for tuning in.
yeah, we're gonna keep rolling. Yeah. So Blano, if you want to tune in, by all means. But
Oh yeah.
see,
Fall asleep to it. You
Yeah.
can if you want.
we got 11 now. So
Good night, gentlemen.
all
Thanks
right,
for having
Blano.
me.
See you, brother.
See you, buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
Right
Keep
here,
rolling.
Mr. Trump, dude. Hey, is Trump? Is he balding a little more?
Oh
Have
yeah,
you
for
noticed?
sure.
He's definitely got that.
I
Comb
think the
over,
hair is
man.
just moved around a little bit. Is what's
Just
going
thinning,
on.
man. I'm waiting for him to start just wearing the hat.
Or just to
Man,
do
fuck
the old hairstyle he had.
Yeah. Well.
The,
Or that,
the
yeah.
Mr. Sir.
Yeah. Mr. Sir. All right. Well,
Come on, let's finish this up. This is good, bro. This is about to get
We really
good.
defend Europe for today. All Europeans really recognize it that
Look at
they
'em,
are
dude.
defending life, and they have real life, and our people are dying. That's why they helped us. And also, it's about the NATO. Yes, between, like the president said, you have big, nice ocean. Yes, between us. But if we will not stay, Russia will go further to Baltics and to Poland, by the way. But first to the Baltics. It's understandable for them because they've been in the USSR. You know, they've been one of the republics of the USSR, and Putin wants to bring them back to his empire. It's a fact. And when he will go there, if we will not stay, you will fight. Your American soldiers. It doesn't matter. Do you have ocean or not? Your soldiers.
You see how he's
fight.
trying to disrespect Trump by undermining him saying that? It's like,
Yeah, I mean-
it doesn't matter if you got an ocean or not.
It
Trump's
was
about
my
to go out.
I don't want to talk about Odessa now. Let's not talk about Odessa. I want to talk about making a deal, getting peace. We don't have to talk about Odessa, but a lot of cities have been destroyed. A lot of cities that are not recognizable. There's not a building standing.
No,
And
you
a lot
have-
of-
you
a
have
lot
to
of
come,
things have
Mr.
to
President, you have to come and to look. No. We have very good cities. Yes, a lot of things been destroyed, but mostly cities.
See, this is when he starts getting a
and
little.
people work, and
Trump
children
don't
go
like
to
it. You can
school.
tell. Watch.
Sometimes it's very difficult. Sometimes closer to front line, children have to go to underground schools or online. But
underground schools.
Ukraine is fighting.
Come
and
on.
Ukraine lives. This is very important. And maybe it's Putin is sharing this information that he destroyed us. No, he lost 700,000 people, 700,000 soldiers. He lost everything. Yes. So,
Mr. President,
Mr. President, one more. I mentioned Poland.
On the minerals deal.
Mr. President, when did you?
That one chick is so fascinated on the
I
minerals.
know.
Days ago.
And when did
The minerals.
She's the one with CNN, bro. He
That's
doesn't
what I
fuck
do.
with
My whole
him.
life is deal.
I can tell. I'm curious what she's on about.
Really, I've known him for a long time. I've dealt with him for a long time. He had to suffer through the Russia hoax. You know, Russia. It was
Russia.
It was all Biden. It was nothing to do with him. So he had to suffer through that, and he was able to do that. I think that he wants to make a deal, and he'd like to see it end. That's all I do. That's what I do. My whole life, that's what I do, is make deals. And I'm in the middle of a mess, because this is a real mess. It's a very dangerous one. If this doesn't get solved now, it's not going to get solved for a long time. So I hope we're going to get it solved. In the back, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Prime Minister Starmer claimed repeatedly that his government believes in free speech and was not engaged in censorship. But his country's government arrests people for memes and thought crimes, and even more worrisome.
Have you heard about that in the UK?
American companies to censor Americans on its behalf.
They've been censoring their people.
How can he be a reliable, trustworthy partner when he's
sounds about right? I mean,
false?
Here, pause it real quick.
Well, we actually spoke to him about that yesterday. And
So real quick, they had a meeting with the UK guy, and he was basically Stamer is his name. Don't know his first name, but something Stamer. Basically, he was saying how he was like highlighting how they have free speech and this, and bro, like everybody in the UK seen it and were like going off. It was like, no, we don't, blah blah blah. And I guess they were reporting on it, and yeah, people are literally getting arrested over there for posting memes and shit on social media against like the government there. You know, they went and intimidated like a 91-year-old lady because she said something about it. Even like, come on, man.
And I'll say this too. I mean, people don't, agree it has anything to do with it. But once you take the guns away, that's the beginning.
Yep.
It really is.
But look, it's about to start getting hot, bro. The last few minutes, it's about to get hot here. You ready to listen?
All right.
we thought they took it very, very much too far. JD was very strong on it. So was I. So was Marco. And we've been speaking to him about it. Marco, would you like to say something?
The conduct of various particulars that impacts Americans. And there's real concern that American speech, which is online, could fall into the hands of British or any country's jurisdiction. And so this is a point the Vice President made at Munich, and I think it's a very compelling one, that what unites us with Europe, as much as anything else, is these shared values, and one of them being free speech. And so if Americans are threatened by it, we're going to need to take action in that regard.
JD? It's actually a very important question.
We spoke about this in detail with the Prime Minister, the Foreign Secretary, and others at lunch yesterday. And I know that Secretary of Commerce Lutnick followed up in private meetings last night. This is really important. We believe Americans have the right to speak their mind, even if we in this room disagree with them. They have the right to speak their mind in the public square, which is often online these days. And we're going to defend that right as it pertains to American companies and American citizens vigorously if we have to. I do think that under the President's leadership, we're going to find common ground with our friends in the UK on this question, but it remains to be seen. The principle that will guide us is we believe in free speech in this country, and we'll fight for it for American citizens.
Mr. President,
oil and gas component to the deal? Is it all critical
A little
minerals?
bit. We'll see.
On LNG?
But we're not really looking for that so much. We got a lot. We have more than anybody in the
We
world.
got a lot.
By far.
We got a lot of that.
Not talking about it too much, but a little bit. I think it affects also, but for the most part, no.
And sir, is there any agreement from Ukraine to purchase U.S. LNG as part of the deal, or is that on the table?
No.
Some of those,
We don't need that.
some of those minerals are in the east.
Oh, here we go. Earth of minerals.
Vladimir Putin a couple of days ago. Just
God.
that's a new call, not the one that you were
I've
talking.
spoken to him on numerous occasions.
Okay. How was the latest call? What did you discuss?
None of your business.
Serious with that question?
I am.
He said, "Are you
It
serious?"
went well. I think we're going to have a deal.
On the minerals deal, Mr. President, some of those minerals are in the east of
Oh,
Ukraine, not far
they
from
got
the
her.
front lines and in
Watch
areas
what he
that Russia
says.
has occupied. Will you direct President Putin to withdraw his forces from those areas if there's U.S. interest
Well,
there?
we'll take a look at the time. We have a lot of area. It's a very big area we're talking about. So we'll take a look. I'll study that and I'll see.
And who would protect those minerals if they are U.S. interests? Would that be Ukrainian
They'll be
forces,
protected.
European
The agreement
forces,
will protect them.
U.S.
The
forces?
agreement, yeah, we're signing an agreement. You know?
Right, but what if Russia tries to invade or there's Russian aggression in those spots? What would
I
you
just
do
told
then?
you, I don't think that's going to happen. And if that were going to happen, I wouldn't make a deal. If I thought that was going to happen, I wouldn't make a deal.
Some people may wonder why
You know, they ought to focus on CNN on survival, not asking me these
Why are
ridiculous
you-
questions.
People laugh.
That dude cracking up.
Surviving, because CNN's got such low ratings, I don't think they're going to survive.
people will ask
That dude's dying.
I already mentioned Poland. Poland
He started laughing and started talking. Let me get in there, actually.
After the Second World War. When I was a kid, I looked at the United States not only as a most powerful country, richest country in the world, the country that has great music, great movies, great muscle cars, but also as a force for good. And now I'm talking with my friends in Poland, and they are worried that you align yourself too much with Putin. What's your message?
You align yourself
for
too much
them?
with Putin. You hear that?
Yeah, how is that?
Align myself with both of them, you'd never have a deal. You want me to say really terrible things about Putin and then say, "Hi, Vladimir, how are we doing on the deal?" It
Yeah.
doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
I'm not aligned with Putin. I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America and for the good of the world. I'm aligned with the world, and I want to get this thing over with. You see the hatred he's got for Putin. It's very tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got tremendous hatred, and I understand that, but I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with, him either. So
What you looking
it's not a
at?
question of alignment. I'm aligned with the world.
Sorry, everyone. My wife
I
is
wanna get the
staring
face.
at me.
I'm aligned with Europe. I want to see if we can get this thing done. You want me to be tough? I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough. But you're never going to get a deal that way.
You're never going to get a deal that
That's the
way.
it goes.
Never gonna get a
One more
deal.
question.
Hey, I want to respond to this. So look, for
This is
4
when it
years in
starts
the
getting a
United
little
States of
testy.
America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country.
Literally.
The path to peace and the path to prosperity.
Check this
is
out here,
maybe
Drew.
engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
So
What do you want?
he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, parts of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact line?
2015.
2014.
2014 and
Well, 2014.
Yeah. So
I was,
he killed.
I was not here.
Yeah.
He said,
but-
I wasn't here, so.
Just to point that out. Remember that.
Look at him. He looked down. He's like,
Yeah, well, the situation the same. The people have been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him, me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire, all of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken the ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about?
listen to how he talks. Like, come on now.
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you are not strong...
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been.
Yeah, what problems do you have?
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring people, you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems? bringing people into your military?
We have
and do you think that it's respectful
I will answer.
to come to the Oval Office of the United
answer.
States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you
Listen
have
to this,
nice
bro.
ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know that.
bless. You
Don't-
will not
you
have
gotta-
a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what
Uh-oh.
we're going to feel.
Yep.
I'm not telling you. I'm not
Getting heated up
There we
here.
go. Listen.
Remember this.
I'm not
You're
dictating.
in no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
You
We're
will-
going to feel very
you will
good.
feel influenced.
We're going to feel very
I'm
good and
telling
very
you,
strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed
From the
yourself
very-
to be in a
from
very
the
bad
very
position,
beginning
and he
of the
happens
war.
to be right about
From
it.
the very beginning of the war.
You're not
Mr.
in a
Brown,
good
I
position.
was-
You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start
I'm
having
not
cards.
playing
But
cards.
right now, you
I'm
don't.
very
Yeah, you're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling.
You see how loud he's
with
getting?
World War III.
Yeah, man.
And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's
with
back
all
to you.
respect to you.
Far more than a lot of people said
wearing
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once? This
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
have you said thank
Even
you?
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition.
For real, sound like two parents
You hear him?
talking to their son.
He went in Pennsylvania to opposition.
And the president
Yeah.
who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can...
not speaking loudly. He's not
Yeah.
speaking loudly. Your country is
Janine,
in trouble.
Zelensky is
No, no,
disrespectful.
there's
It's
not a lot of
crazy.
trouble. Your country is in
So
big
somebody
trouble.
just commented,
I know.
Drew.
You're not
I
winning.
know.
You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of
we are
coming out.
Don't you think so, too?
because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying
I mean, yeah, of course.
from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this
He has
cabinet.
not been
We gave
alone.
you, through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president, $350 billion.
You
We
voted
gave
for
you
your
military equipment.
You
and
voted
you
for
men
your
are brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
Just want more and more.
Listen. Do you see him push him?
If you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course.
It's
Yes.
going to be a very hard thing to do business like this, I tell you.
Say thank you.
I said a lot of times to American people.
Accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know
Boom.
you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on
I
over
understand,
here.
sir.
I think it's
I
very
understand.
important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the
I'm
cards.
thankful.
You're buried. Your people are dying.
tell you
You're
again,
running
I
low
know.
on soldiers.
Don't-
Listen,
don't
you're
please,
running
Mr.
low
President.
on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And then
President.
you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I wanted this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're
I
saying
said-
you don't want a ceasefire?
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what-
That
what
wasn't
this
with me.
means. It
That was
wasn't
with
with you.
a guy named Biden who was not a smart person.
This
That
is
was
your-
with,
this
that was
is
with
your
Obama.
president. It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins.
Trump's
You
so
gotta be
savage,
more
bro.
thankful. Because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
Trump's a savage, dude.
It's going to be a tough deal to make. Because the attitudes have to change.
He's pissed, dude.
Straight parrot, man. Straight.
That's how my dad talks, dude. It is, dude.
What are you saying?
She's asking what
What are you saying?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now?
Trump's getting heated.
What if they broke it? I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't respect Obama. They respect me. Let me tell you, Putin went through a hell of a lot with me. He went through a phony witch hunt where they used him and Russia. Russia. You ever hear that deal? That was a phony Hunter Biden Joe Biden scam. Hillary Clinton. shipped
Listen
me out
to
of
him, bro.
shape. It was a Democrat scam. And he had to go through that. And he did go through it. We didn't end up in a war. And he went through it. He was accused of all that stuff. He had nothing to do with it. It came out of Hunter Biden's bathroom. It came out of Hunter Biden's bedroom.
Oh.
It was disgusting. And then they said, oh,
Vance. Yep. It's disgusting.
made by Russia.
Okay.
The 51 agents. The whole thing was a scam.
Whole thing.
He had to put up with that. He was being accused of all that stuff. All I can say is this. He might have broken deals with Obama.
Does he have a trophy as a lamp? A lamp?
Looks like it.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. That took my... Wait a minute.
But he didn't break them with me. He wants to make a deal. I don't know if you can make a deal. The problem is I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. I mean, your people are very brave.
Yeah, no, of course. No, he wouldn't.
Or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing. All right, I think
All
we've
right,
seen
that's
enough.
it.
What do you think?
What's this
Go.
negotiation going to look like?
This is going to be great television, I will say that.
Boy.
All right.
Oh my god.
That was
Good
the
stuff,
that was all of the clips we could have watched right there.
Yeah.
So pretty much it was the last 10 minutes of the video. I wish I would have known that in the first place, but it was still a good listen, I think. Overall.
No, it was good. Yes. I've been wanting to watch that anyway, so that's good.
What'd you think about it all the way? We got Janine or Janine Spratt.
She
was commenting. But yeah, no, he does not have the cards at all. That's the thing. Zelenskyy thinks he has the cards. And you know what Trump said at the end there, how he said, he's empowered Zelenskyy to feel like he has the cards essentially. And like he can take that away, that's where him and Biden are different, right? Like Biden's was a pushover and Trump's not.
Like, oh, you need more money, more millions of... Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. No, at least say fucking thank you. If you're going to ask for something, at least show that you can do something yourself.
What'd you think about that, Drew? What'd you think about the fact that J.D. Vance was just straight up like, just say thank you?
Yeah, I mean, it's just that simple.
It's pretty funny, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was. And Trump, I feel like Trump knew that was going to be He's good at planning things. He knew what he was doing, too.
No, that's why he said, he was like, that's why we're going to keep this running. He was like, so the American people can see it.
Yep, smart.
I mean, it's true, because look, he's pretty much saying, look, I got a deal for you. Yeah, it might not be the best fucking deal, but it's a deal, and it's a ceasefire.
But you want to stop your
you
people.
You want to stop them dying, sign the deal. He won't sign the deal, so Trump's pretty much just showing everybody, look, the deal's done. He's just not willing to sign it.
Yeah.
So, people take that how you want to. He actually said...
I am curious what the deal is, though, myself. But
well, I mean, obviously, it's probably not going to be the best in favor of Ukraine, but I think what anything's better than now, right? Them getting shot and blown up and shit. Like,
it is what it is. Either you have no other choice.
I mean, think about
pretty much.
Everybody's deal in life, bro. Like, you think we want to pay these bills every month? No. You get fucked over. That's just what it is.
Like I always said to myself, man, you get dealt a hand, you gotta play it.
Yeah, you gotta play it, no matter what that hand is. So, I think he's gonna have to. And I did see something after that meeting. Trump posted something and said that if Zelensky's, let me look it up real quick so I can get the verbatim. After Zelenskyy meeting. He posted something on that Truth Social, and he basically said, I have determined that President Zelenskyy is not ready for peace if America is involved, because he feels our involvement gives him a big advantage in negotiations. He added he is disrespectful, or he disrespected the United States of America and its cherished Oval Office. he can come back whenever he's ready for peace. So that's what he said after that meeting. And I'm like,
seems pretty fair to me.
I mean, I think it's hilarious how he just let him have it at the end there, though.
I said he knew what he was doing. That was good. That was good.
I mean,
it's well played.
And honestly, he picked a good dude in J.D. Vance because I mean they were both kind of like they were definitely aligned, him and Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think when he said he's not yelling?
He's not. Well, I mean, listen, he wasn't yelling.
Yeah.
He was just being assertive. He was telling you what the fuck was
I
up.
think
I think
Zelenskyy really got. Honestly, I think they made him look like a bitch. I'll be honest.
I mean, he
can't say much.
What did he think he was walking into?
That's what I'm saying.
Anyways?
It's like, what are you trying to negotiate here, dude? You're negotiating with the people who have like what we keep saying, the cards. They have all the power. They have all the say at the end of the day. You know what I mean? If they want to back out, you're screwed. You're screwed. Because if United States says we're out, then France is going to be out too. Because France isn't going to want to get tangled up in that if United States isn't helping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. Maybe not because they're closer. Obviously, they're Europeans, but I don't know. A lot of things can trickle. But we got 9 people, 7 likes, 83 total views on this hour-long live episode. So that's pretty good, man. We appreciate
everyone.
We got some good comments. So yeah, I think it's been a good episode, Drew. I think it's time to wrap it up. We're nearing an hour and 10 minutes now.
We might be doing more like this. Who knows?
I mean, dude, like I said, with how successful it was, I mean, I wouldn't mind it, especially when things like this drop.
Yeah. Everyone stay tuned.
Stay tuned. But we appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. I'm Luke, man. This is the LP Show.
Yes, sir. And I am Drew.
Yes, sir.
Again, this is the LP Show. We went live today. We had Blaine here, too. He left a little early. Man's got to sleep, though.
Yeah, got work tomorrow, so,
Got to work tomorrow, yep.
But we appreciate everybody tuning in, man. I'm seeing the count drop here, so people are probably seeing this.
Yep, I'd leave, too.
Yep, so we appreciate everybody, man. 7 likes on the live. 87 views, so 90 views now. So we appreciate everybody.
Yep.
Everybody take it easy. Peace out. Until next time.
See you guys.
Stay tuned. Make sure you guys like and subscribe.
Yes. God bless.
God bless.